45-year-old Aaron Bruce Halley is behind bars after allegedly stealing an SUV in Coos Bay, Oregon, and speeding away from police. At 6:31 a.m. on the 6th of February, authorities responded to an alarm call at the Green Bay area Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram dealership at 1400 Ocean Boulevard Northwest. When officers arrived at the scene, they found Aaron inside the business attempting to steal a vehicle. Moments later, they saw him in a white 2022 Jeep Grand Wagoneer reversing through the closed bay doors. CCTV cameras captured the Jeep smashing through the door and driving away with a large piece of wood from the door still attached to the front of the car. Officers initiated chase, but later discontinued the pursuit due to public safety concerns. At around 6 p.m. that evening, a citizen had sent a press release of the theft on Facebook, spotted the stolen vehicle in the parking lot of Walmart in Newport, Oregon, roughly 100 miles away. Authorities responded to the scene and located the stolen vehicle as well as Aaron. Aaron was arrested and charged with burglary, criminal mischief, unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, attempted to elude in a vehicle, and reckless driving. He was transported to the Coos County Jail where he remains held. A 26-year-old woman is behind bars after allegedly shooting another woman in the chest in Sapulpa, Oklahoma. At 5:44 p.m. on Sunday the 5th of February, authorities responded to the 1400 block of East Hill Avenue in the Bridge Creek apartment complex on a report a person had been shot. When officers arrived, they located a female victim with a gunshot wound to her upper chest. The victim was able to speak to officers to tell them what happened. After speaking with the victim and witnesses on scene, officers identified the suspect as Morgan Rourke. It was determined that the victim and Morgan had been in an argument when Morgan produced a handgun and shot the victim. Morgan was arrested at the scene for shooting with intent to kill and was later booked into the Creek County Jail. The victim, whose name remains anonymous, was admitted to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Police in Taylor, Michigan are investigating a murder-suicide after a 21-year-old man and his 23-year-old girlfriend were found dead on Monday night. At just after 8 p.m. on the 6th of February, authorities responded to a home at 22038 Wick Road to complete a welfare check. When officers arrived at the residence, they were met by the homeowner. Once inside, they found two bodies with gunshot wounds. Taylor Police Chief John Blair said it was a terrible scene inside. Unfortunately, there were two deceased on the floor directly inside the door, and that began our investigation, he said. The man was identified as Nate Jackson, and his girlfriend as Amber Bradshaw. Amber's sister, Shauna Killian, said that Amber wanted to break up with Nate after a year of dating. She was going over there to break up with him, and I believe that she asked everyone to leave the home, and it sounded like it was quite the argument, she said. The big argument inside of Nate's house then turned to gunshots with an AR-style rifle. That's not typical of these domestic situations, John said. Nate panicked and then called his father to admit to the shooting. He said he harmed his girlfriend, and there was no reason for him to be alive, and then heard what was believed to be a gunshot, John said. Nate's father called the police, and the Taylor Police Department eventually went to the house for the search. Although the police said that Nate doesn't have a criminal record, Shauna said the family was a little skeptical of him. He didn't feel right to me whatsoever, and I didn't feel comfortable having him in my home, she said. Amber was a mother to a 5-year-old boy who was elsewhere at the time.